So I thought I'd just show you how I make my Slimming World quiche. This is for anyone out there that have either never made it before and fancy giving it a whirl, or if you're new to Slimming World and you've not come across it yet. It's a bit of a staple for people that are on Slimming World doing this crustless quiche. So everybody has their own variations to it. Take and add whatever you want from this video. Obviously you'll have your own bits and bobs that you want to throw in there for speed or protein, anything like that. You might use more eggs or less eggs. So this is just like a basic platform, should we say, and then obviously you can adapt it according to your own tastes. So all that I'm going to do is I've just had a route through the fridge and picked up a few veggies that I'm going to throw in mine. So obviously to make a quiche you need some eggs. I usually use around about 6 eggs. Again, it completely depends on the size of the tray or the cooking dish that you're gonna use, and obviously how big you want your quiche to be. So make sure you've got some eggs. Again, fat-free cottage cheese. You can have plain, you can have flavoured. Just watch out because some flavoured ones are sinned. This one from Aldi is sin-free. You can also use quark instead if you're not a fan of cottage cheese, or you can just leave it out completely. Again, completely up to you, but it does give it a nice creamy texture if you put something like cottage cheese or quark in there. I'm going to put some tomatoes, but only on the top of my quiche. I don't put them inside because I tend to find that it makes the quiche quite soggy almost. So I normally just slice these quite thin and I'll put them on top. A bit like the retro quiches you used to get when you were younger. And inside my quiche, I'm just going to do a variety of peppers. Need to use this yellow one up, so it's perfect for today. So red pepper, yellow pepper, some onion, and some mange too as well, because that needs eating up. And then on the top, again, completely optional. I'm just going to top it with probably 4 healthy extras, or obviously I'll class it as sins because it's just probably easier for me to sin it, unless I'm not going to be having my other healthy extra that day. But again, do completely what's going to fit in for you and make it easier for your plan that day, whether it's sins or healthy extras. So these are just what I'm throwing in, but again, you can be flexible. You can put bacon in, ham in, chicken in, courgettes, carrot, whatever you want, you can throw in there. I might do it a little bit different today and actually get a tin of potatoes and slice those up. Sorry, that's my daughter. She's gone a little bit crazy this morning. Don't worry, she's with my husband and my other children. So yeah, I might get a tin of potatoes and slice them up and put them in the bottom of my quiche tin. I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know what I do. So these are the ingredients that you need, and then obviously salt and pepper as well. So this is my veggies all chopped up. As you can see, I've got yellow red peppers, a white onion, and then over here I've sliced up the mange too quite thinly, just because I'm putting it in a quiche, so I want it to cook quite well. Sliced tomatoes ready to go on top of the quiche. Sliced tomatoes ready to go on top of the quiche, and then here I've just sliced up some new potatoes, the ones from Aldi in the tin. And then what I plan on doing, because this is my baking dish, it's got greaseproof paper here, that's why it looks like that. I plan on lining the bottom and see if I can get up any around the edge, and then what it is, it'll be a little bit like a crust almost. Obviously, instead of pastry, having potatoes which are free. So obviously they're free. Speed, 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 and speed. So it should be a really good meal on plan. I'll let you see when I've put the potatoes in and what it looks like before I add the rest of the mixture. So this is what it looks like, all lined with the potato slices at the bottom. I've just sprayed it with some Fry Light just so that it doesn't stick, but it is on greaseproof paper anyway, so I just normally flip it out and put it on one of the wire racks so that it can cool off. But yeah, hopefully this works really well, and it's like a bit of a crust on the base almost. Didn't have enough to do up the sides, but maybe I'll just have an extra tin next time and try it up the sides. Again, this isn't something that you have to do for the Slimming World quiche. This is something that I'm just completely doing just ad hoc, just throwing it out there and seeing how it turns out basically. So yeah, I'll let you see what it looks like once I've got the filling inside. So this is the mixture, what it looks like before I've put it into the quiche dish. Some people blend it. Again, it's completely up to you, just to get rid of the chunks of cottage cheese. Some people leave it chunky like I have. In here, I've just added black pepper, mixed herbs and some salt as well in it all, just to give it a bit of extra flavour. But again, add whatever you like, chilli flakes, garlic granules, whatever you fancy, throw it in there. It's only going to make it taste even nicer. And then normally I have a really big bowl that I can put the mixture and the veggies together, and then I mix it all up and then pour it into the dish. But I can't find my big pink bowl. I've no idea where it's gone, so I'm sure it'll be in one of the kids' rooms and they'll have stolen it to use it as part of the toys or whatever. So I'm going to go on the hunt for that for later. So instead, I've just got the mixture and I'm just going to pour it over the top. It'll still do the same job. It'll all blend in with all the different vegetables. So I'm not worried about that at all, and it'll still come out the same. It's just normally I do like to give it a mix because then I know it's really coated. So again, it's completely up to you. You can do it the same way I've just done it now, or you can do it my normal original way, whatever's easiest for you. And then like I've said, this bit can be whatever you want: mushrooms, meat, other veggies, whatever you like. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And then I'm gonna just pour the mixture in and top it with the tomatoes. I don't put the cheese on yet. I don't put the cheese on until it's nearly baked, and then I put it on just to bubble and go nice and brown, because I find that the cheese can sometimes impact it from cooking properly, or it can end up burning quite a bit. So I will show you in a sec. With the egg mixture all mixed in, so you can see it's got nice and in between all the veggies. If it hasn't for any reason, then just give it a wiggle with a spoon and just let it go underneath. So this is the finished product. You can see that I've topped it with the tomatoes. In hindsight, I should have made sure that I had larger tomatoes in and used those instead, because it took me ages to top it with the little cherry tomatoes. But again, add them, don't add them, use big ones, use small ones, whatever you like. It's really adaptable, this recipe is. So that's what is fantastic about the Slimming World quiche. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it in the oven now, 200 degrees. I'm going to leave it in for half an hour. And then just test it. And the way that I test it is I just stick a fork or a skewer into the middle of the quiche and make sure it comes out dry. If it comes out dry, it's done. If it comes out soggy still, then it needs a little bit longer. Once it is dry, for me anyway, this is how I do it. That's when I'll top my cheese on it and pop it in the oven for another 5-10 minutes maximum. Just because the cheese layer on top does stop it from drying out the quiche too much, but likewise it also doesn't create a blanket and hinder it from cooking properly either with putting it on at the very last minute. So that's it. I will show you it once it's come out of the oven. First of all, I just want to apologise if you can hear my washing machine. I'll do this bit as quickly as I can, so then we can skip past the washing machine noise. So this is the final product, the final quiche. It's come out of the oven. All in all, including cooking the cheese on top, it's been in the oven for 40 minutes at 200 degrees. I like the top of my quiche quite well done, and then I add the cheese and I like it just melted. So that's how I like it, but obviously you can cook it to whichever preference you prefer, you know, with cheese, without cheese, well done, not well done. It's completely up to you. As long as the egg has set, it really is, you know, your own choice of how you prefer these things. So like I've said, plenty of speed veggies in. I've used 6 eggs to make this, and 1 tub of the 500g cottage cheese, the fat-free one from Aldi. Loads of veggies, like I've said, inside. Topped it with some sliced tomatoes, and it's got 2 healthy extra A allowances of the lighter mature cheddar, the one from Aldi, the Emporium one. So that's 2 healthy extra A's, because you can have 40 grams for that, or you can class it as 12 sins for the whole thing. So it's completely up to you how you do it, how you portion it, and how you sin it or healthy extra A it. These are just so versatile that you can just cool them down, pop them in the fridge, take them out on picnics, use them to snack on throughout the day, or have them as part of a main meal. Just go wild, experiment, and just enjoy making them, because they're fantastic. If you've never made one before, give it a whirl, give it a try. You won't be disappointed, definitely not. So I hope this video has been really, really helpful into making a Slimming World quiche. Let me know how you get on. Drop a comment. Have you ever made one before? What are your favourite fillings? Is there something I should try? I'm happy for suggestions, definitely. Is there any videos that you'd like me to particularly film making stuff? I'm thinking about that. I might film my Chinese takeaway tonight, how I make it. And then obviously don't forget that I do film every day of what I eat in a day, which this will pop up on. So you can see what I serve it with as well. Hope you're all having a fab day, and I'll speak to you soon.